Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, call hello Yamla, YAHAWASHI, Ba'ashem Harachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, as well as teach well. And peace and salutations to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And the title of this video is going to be, When Yahawashai cometh, shall he find faith on the earth? Alright, and that's inspired. The title of this video is inspired by the book of Luke, the 18th chapter, which you can see I have here on the screen. All right, this is Luke chapter 18, and I'm gonna start at verse 7. This Yahawashi speaking. He says, "And shall not the Most High Yahweh avenge His own elect, which is who? The 1/3 of the nation of Israel, also known as the remnant in the scriptures." All right. Says again, Luke 18 verse 7, Yahawashi speaking, "And shall not the Most High Yahweh avenge His own elect, which cry day and night unto Him, though He bear long with them?" Yeah, and we that's of the hopeful elect, the remnant, we fervently cry day and night unto Yahweh Shemashai, sighing and crying, okay, asking, how long, O Lord? How long is all this wickedness and this evil and this corruption is in all this confusion is going to be continue to rule over the earth? How long, O Lord, until you basically send your begotten Son Yahawashi back to do away with all this wickedness? That's what we as the hopeful elect, all right, the remnant, sigh and cry to Yahweh Shemashai for daily, okay, to send His begotten Son Yahawashi back. All right. So it says, verse 18, Luke 18 verse 8. It says, "I tell you that He will avenge them speedily." Okay, He will avenge them speedily. "Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall He find faith on the earth?" All right, and of course the Son of Man being Yahawashi. All right, because when Yahawashi returns, okay, of course, we know He's going to come back and take down the rulership of these heathen nations and take down their armies. All right, that's pursuant to Revelation, the 19th chapter, as well as 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter. Okay, we know Yahawashi is coming back to take down the rulership of these heathen nations, starting with Esau, Edom, and make war against their armies. All right. And at the same time, when Yahawashi comes back to bring destruction upon the heathen, He's also coming back to save the elect. All right. He's coming back to save the elect. Okay. But, the days leading up to when Yahawashi comes back, all right, as Yahawashi said in the book of Matthew, the 24th chapter, all right, Matthew 24, Matthew 24, verse 21, Yahawashi speaking, He says, For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be." Yeah, and of course, Matthew the 24th chapter, what is this whole entire chapter about? Basically, Yahawashi telling the disciples of what will be going on in the latter days leading up to His second coming. Okay, and that Yahawashi is going into in verse 21 right here. He says it's going to be great tribulation upon the earth. Okay, like a time never before, roughly paraphrasing it. Okay, and of course, what is that? Okay, all the tribulations. What type of tribulations are going to be going on in the earth in these latter days, leading up to when Yahawashi comes back. All right, Jacob's trouble. Okay, great famine, great death, great pestilences. All right, sword, division, civil unrest, perplexity. Okay, people are going to be without resources, without food, without water. All right, without access to goods. Okay, it's going to be cities are going to be shut down by with checkpoints all over the place. Okay, it's going to be blackouts. All right, there's going to be all kinds of stuff going on in the earth during this great tribulation, which is known as Jacob's trouble in Jeremiah the 30th chapter that Yahawashi is speaking of. Okay, it's going to be so much tribulation. All right, as Yahawashi says in the very next verse, that the days will be shortened. All right, or else what? No flesh should be saved. Okay, for the elect's sake, those days, all right, Jacob's trouble, the great tribulation, are going to be shortened. Which right now, the days are already being shortened. Okay, because here it is. It's already August. We already in August. Okay, it just feels like just maybe a month or two ago we were just keeping the Passover, and now here we are in August. All right, so just this year alone is going by fast, and the days are shortened. Just as 2023 went by fast, 2022 went by fast, 21, okay, 2020 most certainly went by fast with the whole C-19 demic and the lockdowns and whatnot. All right, and as the days go forward, leading up to when Yahawashi comes back, these days are going to be going by faster and faster. All right, and being shortened, all for the elect's sake. Okay. So as I said again in Matthew 24 and 21, Yahawashi is speaking, for then shall be great tribulation. All right. So word tribulation.
Strong's G 2347. Thlipsis. Thlipsis.
All right. And it says a pressing together, pressure. All right. Hey, it's going to be some pressuring times when Jacob's trouble hit. Okay. Mostly at our faith. The main thing that's going to the main pressure that we're going to be under when Jacob's trouble hit, those of us as of the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, is our faith. That's what's going to be pressured the most. Okay, because of course, during the time of Jacob's trouble, what's also another major thing that's going to be happening on the earth. Esau is going to come with that charagma. Okay, the charagma. All right, he's basically going to put everybody in a state of perplexity. Okay, taking away people's access from resources, and basically making people facing people with taking the charagma, in order to have access to goods by way of buying and selling and whatnot. All right, they're gonna have to bow the knee to the NWO system. All right, the image of this beast system, and take that charagma. And that's even we, this up the hopeful elect, are going to be faced with that as well. We're going to be under that type of pressure. But hey, the Lord already had it written in the scriptures, okay, that He's reserved unto Himself 7,000 men, all right, which represents the 144,000, a perfect number of men, all right, that's not going to bow the knee to the image of Baal, okay, the image of this beast system, nor take their charagma. All right. So this word tribulation in Matthew 24 and 21, again, it goes into a pressing together, pressure. And it says metaphorically, oppression, affliction, tribulation, distress, straits. Okay, straits. All right. And the time of Jacob's trouble is going to be the narrowest part of this straight gate that that we walking in His truth. All right, the thinnest part of the straight gate. The most distressful part, the most the main part that we're gonna be afflicted the most. Okay, because hey, it's gonna be all kinds of hell, going on the earth. Leading up to when Yahawashi comes back. Okay, and then it even says in the Strong's definition, it says afflicted, anguish, burden, persecution. See that? Persecution, tribulation, trouble. All right, trouble. Jacob's trouble. All right, but as I said right here again, persecution. Okay, and real quick, Let's go to 2nd Ezra 16. Second Ezra 16. And I'm going to start at 68. It says, "For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you." All right. And what is this, what is this burning wrath of a great multitude ultimately going to? Esau, Edom coming down with great wrath, knowing that he only has but a short time left, coming down with martial law, all right, the charagma, basically shutting everything down, forcing people to take the charagma, and putting people in a state of perplexity, all right. 2nd Ezra 16 and 68 again. "For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols." So they're going to take away certain of us, the hopeful elect, the remnant. Okay, because just like YAHAWASHI said in Revelation 2 and 10, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. All right, the devil representing Esau, Edom. Okay, not the spiritual demon, Satan himself. All right, but the one who will be, doing the working of Satan, the man of sin, Esau, Edom, would cast some of us into prison. Okay, and as it's just read right here, "And they shall take away certain of you, and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols." Like things like that charagma, you see, which is an idol in itself. The number one idol of Esau, Edom. That's what we're going to be pressured to bow the knee and take, right? But it says, verse 69, "And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot." Yeah, and it's 2/3 of our people that's going to consent to Esau, Edom, and his beast system and his image, and ultimately take their charagma, all right, and make that covenant with death, as it speaks of in Isaiah 28. Okay, the 2/3 of our people are the ones that's going to consent, all right, and bow the knee and take the charagma, and ultimately, be had in derision and reproach. Okay, because that charagma is going to be a snare to 2/3 of our people. Because just like, we the hopeful elect, when these times come, we're going to have to, really, fully lean on Yahweh Shema Shai in faith. Okay, like the scripture says, the just shall live by faith. Well, on the other end, 2/3 of our people are going to be putting their faith in Esau, Edom in the system. All right, making that covenant with death. All right, and it says, verse 69 again, "And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden under foot." And it says, verse 70, "For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord." See that? Which is what that word tribulation went into in Matthew 24. Okay, it's going to be a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Why is that? Because there's going to be great persecution upon, the men of the Lord, the men of Yahweh Shema Shai. Those of us that, go week in and week out on the highways and the byways, as well as doing these lessons, preaching the word of Yahweh Shema Shai, speaking out against his beast system and his image and his mark, singing a new song, the everlasting gospel, which goes in direct opposition against everything that Esau, Edom is setting up within his beast system. Okay, so because of that, there's going to be a great persecution against, all right, the elect of our people. Okay, which Lord will not be of that number. Those of us that fear Yahweh Shema Shai and that preach the word of Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, is going to be great persecution against us. Which, by the way, the word insurrection means a violent uprising. You see, a violent uprising, which is basically persecution. All right. So, and as it says in verse 71, "They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord." Yeah, because it's written in the scriptures that some of us are going to have to be martyrs, for the word of Yahweh Shema Shai's sake, this truth's sake. Okay, only some of us, but not all of us. All right. But yeah, as we were just reading right here, great insurrection against those that fear the Lord. Stuff like this is why, is why when YAHAWASHI comes back upon the earth, he asks, shall he find faith upon the earth? All right. Because there's going to be a lot of people on the earth, including 2/3 of our people, that's going to be fully putting their faith in Esau, Edom, in this NWO system. But there's only going to be a few people on the earth that's going to be, refuse to bow the knee and put their faith in Yahweh Shema Shai. And that's only going to be found in the Lord's elect. Okay? Which whom he's coming back to avenge, as it said in Luke 18:7. All right? Because hey, a lot of people are gonna have that charagma in them. Esau's gonna have total control over them and their thoughts and their feelings and their emotions and everything. People are gonna be bowing the knee and taking the charagma just to be able to eat and feed their families and everything. People are gonna be fully persuaded to put their faith in Esau, Edom. Okay, so when times like this come, all right, and even because as it said in Luke, 2nd Esdras 16:70, there's going to be a great insurrection or persecution, right? A violent uprising upon those that fear the Lord. Even a lot of these Christians are going to fall into this, because a lot of these Christians, pose like they fear the Lord and believe in whom they call Jesus and all these things. Well, guess what? Hey, even they're going to be even their faith is going to be put to the test. All right. Even though ultimately we know the Lord is not dealing with these Christians, but hey, when Esau, Edom is going to be persecuting anybody that's against this system, all right, and claim to believe in the Bible and things like that, even a lot of these Christians are going to be put to the test. We're going to see how much you Christians claim to believe in Jesus, all right, when that time come. All right. We're going to see how much your faith is going to be tested. All right. But ultimately, Yahushua asked, basically when he returns, shall he find faith upon the earth? Because, hey, faith in Yahweh Shema Shai, and during the time of Jacob's trouble, that's going to be a rare thing to find upon the earth. And that type of faith is only going to be found by the Lord's elect. Okay? Matter of fact, just to go back to 2nd Esdras 16:70 again, and read on down a little bit more, it says, for there should be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. 72, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. All right. And guess what? And when these things start to happen against the true elect of Yahweh Shema Shai, verse 73, then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. So when this great wrath comes, all right, when this great persecution and great insurrection comes upon those of our people that fear Yahweh Shema Shai, the elect, okay, that's when the Lord's going to lift up that standard and make known who are his chosen, make known who are his elect, okay? Because when these times come, hey, it's going to be made manifest who really and truly, puts their faith in Yahweh Shema Shai. Who's really and truly standing stiffly for the name of Yahweh Shema Shai, all right? And just to go to 1 Peter real quick, all right, because the Apostle Peter, he basically describes the how much the Lord is going to value our faith when these times come. Okay, there's 1 Peter 1. I'm gonna start at verse 6. It says, wherein ye greatly rejoice, though now for a season, if need be, ye are in heaviness through manifold temptations. All right, let's NLT that. First Peter 1 verse 6 in the NLT. So be truly glad, there is wonderful joy ahead, even though you have to endure many trials for a little while. Okay? Endure many trials for a little while, such as great insurrection, great persecution. Okay? Great tribulation. It says, verse 7, that the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of YAHAWASHI HaMashiach. Let's read that in the NLT. 1 Peter 1 verse 7 in the NLT. These trials will show that your faith is genuine. It is being tested as fire tests and purifies gold, though your faith is far more precious than mere gold. And you see, and that's why YAHAWASHI, when he comes back, he's coming back to find who's faithful. Because our faith, all right, Lord willing, we endure to the end. Okay, hey, the Lord's going to esteem it, more than precious gold. You see, more than precious gold. And that and this can tie to when the scripture says in Isaiah 13, the Lord will make a man more precious than fine gold. Ultimately, that's talking about the elect man of the nation of Israel, which Lord will not be of that number, because what's going to make us more precious than fine gold when these times come is going to be our faith, as the Apostle Peter is going into right here. It says again, 1 Peter 1 verse 7 in the NLT, these trials will show that your faith is genuine. It is being tested as fire tests and purifies gold, though your faith is far more precious than mere gold. So when your faith remains strong through many trials, see that? When your faith remains strong through many trials, when you endure to the end, right? It will bring you much praise and glory and honor on the day when YAHAWASHI HaMashiach is revealed to the whole world. Yeah. So Lord willing, we endure to the end through our faith. As scripture says, the just shall live by faith. Okay, if we endure to the end through these many trials, these manifold temptations, all right, it's gonna bring us much, as I said, much praise and glory and honor when YAHAWASHI comes back. Because why? Because we're gonna know that we were amongst the ones written in the scriptures to stand stiffly for the name of the Lord. You see, and as well stand stiffly for this testimony that we speak, which is what? This truth, this gospel. All right, and and not bow the knee nor take the charagma. All right, and be faithful unto death. That's gonna bring us joy by the time YAHAWASHI comes back. If we endure through these things to the end. All right, and basically stand still for the name of the Lord through faith. All right. So so that's pretty much it for this lesson. Lord willing, this video is edifying, and until next time, shalom.